Hi guys, Merry almost Christmas to you. I went through my Pinterest board and found some, oh gosh, let me get rid of all these reflections. Okay, much better. Close the curtains. I went through and I didn't get all the patterns, obviously, but I found a few that were very Christmassy. So I put them on my Christmas Tangles board. I was really inspired for some reason by the trees this year. Let me zoom in a little bit. Like I like this one. That one's really cool. This one's really cool. So I really like this one on the white on the blue paper. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? This one. So, and then here's one of the patterns from Pattern Collections that is just a Christmas tree pattern, going different ones depending on how you want to draw your tree. This one's got like the loops. This one's got zigzags. That one's got like circle-y things. That one's got like curls. So depending on how you make your tree, go back one. There was a tree here from somebody that was kind of cool. There was this one. I liked that one. That one was cool too. Anyway, look, there's more trees. I was really inspired by trees this year. So I think I'm going to do a series of trees. I also like the snowflakes. Those also caught my fancy. So perhaps I'll do some trees, and then moving into January, I'll do some snowflakes. So even though they won't be Christmassy, they'll still be winter. This one's really pretty. I like this one. That's really pretty. That one's from Open Seed Arts. That's pretty. But anyways, I'm going to be inspired by one of those. And then also, of course, there's always the circles that you can do and fill in and make them into ornaments and just fill them with a variety of patterns. That is also an option. But yeah, I think I'm going to start with trees. See, look at all the ornaments I saved. So this one has the ornament. I can't touch it with my finger. Somebody asked me what I use to point with. I point with a blending stump because then my finger doesn't change my phone. But this one has a band around it going this way with a variety of things here. This one has it going vertically. This one has it just going kind of a random thing. Any circle with a little topper on it filled with patterns will work. But like I said, I think I'm in the mood, and I'm inspired by Christmas trees this year. So I'm going to be inspired by this one today. So I'm going to be inspired by this one today. I'm not going to follow it exactly, but I'm going to be inspired by it. I'm going to leave that over here. I'll turn on my light so I can see what I'm doing. See, I put a Christmas background because the pink wasn't doing it for me anymore. Let's do this one on a deep green. And now I need to zoom back out. There we go. Now you can see the whole thing. I'm just going to do a quick pencil sketch. I think I'm going to make this one diagonal. We're gonna give ourselves. Ooh, I like how that one has a circle. Ooh. Let's do that. All right. Do I want it right in the middle? No, not necessarily. Okay, let's draw a tree shape. Let's draw a tree shape. Something like that. You guys probably can't even see that, but that's my just sort of general tree shape. And then I like a circle. That. Maybe a little bit higher and a little bit bigger. Something like that. Why? I don't know. Just feeling it. Okay, so I'm going to give this tree shape some sort of leafy like bits starting, it looks like they start at the top and work their way down. That's what it looks like. Ooh, uh-oh, what'd I do? Oh, it's okay. I went to the website. That's all right. Let's draw with a number 2. And we're just going to draw some sort of little, wrong direction, sort of leafy shapes, just like that. And some holly-like berries in here as well. And just kind of go for it. I'm just going to kind of follow that general outside shape. But this should be fairly simple of a drawing. Just filling in the spaces with the circles. Windy day today. And our local Edison power company has issued a possibility of turning off the power to our area if the winds get too bad, and they think that there may be a possibility of a brush fire. They're going to turn off the power. So that'll be fun. How's that going? That's going fine. And then one here, and one here, and one coming here. Some big ones in here, some little ones. How's it going? It's going fine. Going fine. Some of these need to loop the other direction. Put in some more berries where I think berries need to be. And this tree comes out this way. And it comes out this way. These are really easy. You guys can do this. Super simple. If you need more guidelines with your pencil, absolutely put them in. I'm just kind of winging it here. That. I think that's good. Put in some berries where we've got some gaps. Maybe out to this side. Maybe one here. So, and then we're going to do some kind of bark situation with some lines. Something like that. Okay, back out. So you guys can see the whole thing. See? See, tree. I think this needs to be a little bit wider right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put a couple more leaves right there. Better. I like that. This side seems to be fluffier than this side. That's okay. Perhaps I need one more right in here. That's better. Kind of filled in that spot just a smidge. And perhaps one coming this way. Just kind of looking at it in my viewfinder actually to give me some perspective and see where I need a little bit broader. And right there. Like that. And like this. Okay, I like that. Now, for the circle, I'm going to use my brush pen. I'm going to circle. In here. Okay, I like that. I like having that dark circle. And then I'm just going to fill in the whole background inside the circle. Just going to use that brush pen. I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to fill in as I'm filling. What is that? Is that my front door? Ah, no, that's my son. He is coming home. Coming home for the weekend. I'm excited. He's on his way. I thought he was leaving later in the day, so that's exciting. He will be here a little longer than I thought. I expected him not to be here till way after dinner. But it says that his ETA is going to be about 6:30 p.m., so we can plan dinner. That's fun. How many of you guys are empty nesters and just long for the days that your kids come home to visit? That is me now. And boy, do I miss him. He's a good kid. He calls nearly every night on his way home from work just to say hi and chit-chat. He learned from his father, who would do that. My husband would do that with his dad. And he would call his dad on the way home from work nearly every night just to chit-chat. Hear about Dad's day, check up on him, make sure he's okay. And I am so glad my son learned that lesson, because it's nice to hear from him almost every day. There are a few days that he doesn't call, but most days he does. We probably talk to him at least 5 days a week. That's just awesome. And sometimes we don't even really talk about much of anything. But that's okay. Oh, I like that. Yes, indeed, I like that. Okay. And then I will come in and I will fill in the spots in between the leaves back in there as well. But probably not with this pen. This pen's not overly accurate, so good for big spots, not so good for tiny spaces. Although I must say this brush is way better than some of the others. This Copic brush is holding up to the use that I give it, which is cool. I did remember to buy some refills for these pens. Because you remember the other day, my number 2 pen was running out of ink. So what I did is I just swapped the barrel for the number 7 pen because I don't use that one as often. And that'll be fine for a while, but when I start to run out of ink, I will need to put in a fresh one. So if you guys want to know what they look like, this is what a fresh barrel of ink looks like. And then you can buy extra nibs, which I also did just for the number 2 size because it's my favorite size. What did I do with it? I thought it was in here. Oh, there it is. So I bought spare nibs for the number 2. 0.02. 0.2. The number 2. And then I'll probably, after I'm done with this is going to take a while. If you guys want to fast forward, feel free. It won't hurt my feelings. I'll probably come in and do a little highlighting with white. I don't think I want to make the leaves any darker, so I don't think I'm going to shade with the pencil today. Don't know what else to say today. Tired. Had to close last night. And we're going to start our holiday hours next week. As you guys know, I draw these ahead of time, so I'm drawing in the end of November. Even though you'll see this in the mid to end of December. But holiday hours are going to start soon, which means we're going to stay open until 11 p.m. starting next week. 10 o'clock was hard enough. 11 o'clock is going to be dang difficult. Especially, I keep telling him, don't bounce me around. He keeps bouncing me around. I have such a hard time. And then these winds don't help because I get a really bad sinus headache. And really the only way to get rid of it is with Excedrin. But then that's almost too much caffeine for me, and I was afraid that my hand would get all wiggly. It hasn't, so I'm thankful for that. Oh, look at that. I like that. Okay, let's use a 05. That's probably a good size. And color in here between the leaves. Alrighty, so let me ask you guys a question. If anybody's still here watching, what time of day would be best for you guys for me to release my videos? Does it make any difference? Does it matter? Do you look forward to it at a certain time? Or is it okay that it's, for most of you, already just there when you wake up in the morning? I know I have a big audience in Taiwan. So if I change my upload time, that might change viewing in Taiwan. I don't know. But what I do is I just set my videos to release at midnight my time. So that would be Pacific Standard Time. But does it make any difference to you guys? I'm not sure that it does. But YouTube says that it makes a difference as to watch time and their algorithm. They push it more if more people watch right when it releases. And so I'm trying to figure out if it would be helpful for me to schedule my releases at a different time. So just let me know. I'm going to probably put a poll out as well. I know I can see from the analytics what time people watch, but what I want to know is, would it make a difference? Would it change your viewing habits if I released it at a particular time? Like I watch one content creator that puts out their stuff at 4 o'clock on Fridays. That's just when they put their stuff out. And so everybody knows at 4 o'clock on Fridays they're going to have a new video. Does that make any difference to you guys? Because you know I post Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I don't know if it makes a difference as to what time or not. That's my question. Let me know in the comments. Not very many people comment on my videos, which I guess is okay. But feel free. Absolutely feel free. I read every single comment. I don't always reply, but I usually give a heart on every single comment that I see. Sometimes YouTube doesn't show me all the comments, and sometimes I have to find them in the spam folder, and I don't know why. Sometimes I can't figure out. A lot of times the spam folder does have spam in it. You know, those bots that comment and try to give a link to their channel or to their website or whatever. yeah, those go automatically into the spam folder. But sometimes, you know, some of you guys' comments go into the spam folder, and I don't go in there that often. The regular comment section, I will check daily because I get a notification that I have a new comment. But the other folder, I only go in maybe once a week. So if you made a comment, a nice comment, and you don't see that I've responded, probably because it ended up in the spam folder. Don't be alarmed. I'll get to it eventually. But I don't get a lot of comments. You know, there are days I don't get any. And I don't mind having a little chit chat with you guys. So feel free to put things in the comments. I try to make things as easy as possible for you guys by answering some of your questions in my description of my video, which has my links to the supplies I like to use, and any other, you know, stuff. If you do use my Amazon affiliate link that's in the description box, I get a tiny, and I mean tiny, percentage of what you spend. It doesn't cost you anything extra. Amazon gives that as sort of a finder's fee type of a thing. They pay us to drive traffic to their website, but it's really small, so it takes a lot of shopping for me to get any money from Amazon. But it adds up, you know. If you guys want to buy something from Amazon and want to support me, it doesn't have to be art supplies. Just use my link anyways. Somebody said my link wasn't working, and so I do need to check that in my description and make sure that it's optimized and it's correctly working. But by the time this goes out, it should be working fine. And yeah, just use the link, and then you can buy whatever you want. Yeah, you're going to buy automotive supplies, use my link. I still get credit. You guys are going to buy clothing, use my link. I still get credit. Cameras, use my link. I still get credit. So, and that's the same for all YouTubers. If they have an affiliate link for Amazon, we get credit for those. Most of the time it's like 0.5% or something like that. It's not very big. 0.25%. I don't remember what it is. I could look it up, but it's not that important. But you know, anytime you're doing shopping, if you're thinking about me, go in and use my link, and then that will give me the credits. And so far, in like a year that I've been doing Amazon affiliates, I've only gotten paid twice, and it's not like you have to save up a lot of money to get paid. YouTube, you don't get paid until you have $100 in your bank or more. Amazon, you get paid when you have $10 or more in your bank. And it takes, I think I've only gotten paid twice in a year, so I've only made like 20 bucks all year on Amazon. And they just put, I believe they just put it as a credit on my account. I think that's how I've got mine set up. So I just get a little Amazon credit so I can buy more art supplies. Or travel supplies. Lately it's been travel supplies. When we got back from the last trip, there were all sorts of things we decided that we needed for the next time we go. That reminds me, I need to update my wish list on Elfster. Our family does a gift exchange rather than everybody buying gifts for everybody because it's a big crowd. We just do an Elfster exchange so everybody only has to buy for one other person. That way we can fit it into our budget, but we can also each buy a little bit better gift. If you're only buying one, you can buy a gift that's a little bit bigger than if you have to buy 20. And I'm glad we don't have to buy 20 anymore. Actually, it's 25, I believe. Just for my husband's side of the family. That doesn't count on my side of the family. Or friends. But that's even if you just, budget like 20 bucks a person, that's a lot of money for Christmas gifts that I really just don't have. So I'd rather spend 35 or 40 on one person than $20 on 20 people. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. But I need to update my list. I don't know what to put on it yet. I did add some travel items. But then I did just buy my own travel items too. Because there were some things I just wanted to have, make sure I had it, didn't want to wait. Looking forward to my cruise in February. Hopefully it doesn't get canceled. Although there's a possibility it might. I mean, we have paid it already, but that doesn't mean anything. As we know, I've had more than one canceled after fully paid. But that's okay, we just move it over to the next one. Not going to stop me from traveling, from cruising. I really like the way cruising works. So much easier than moving from hotel to hotel or worrying about like transportation and stuff. Just get on a cruise ship and let them deal with it. In the comments, Steve said he'd like a tangling cruise where we all go together and tangle. Huh, wouldn't that be fun? Although I must say, even though I usually bring my supplies, I rarely have time to sit down and tangle. I take pictures of things that inspire me, but I very rarely have time to actually do anything. The cruise we went on in September, I had time to do a little bit of tangling because my husband was taking a class, an online class. And so we weren't doing anything, we were just sitting in the library. He was using the internet, so I sat and tangled. But for the most part, I don't have time to tangle. I'm busy doing stuff. If you want to, when you're on a cruise ship, you can take, there is no time to rest on a cruise ship. Okay, so we're gonna sign this. And we're gonna put a little bit of red on the berries. Ooh, that looks really dark. I don't like that. Can I get a lighter color with my colored pencils that shows better on this paper? Let me go over on this side. That's a little dark. Let's go with a brighter, more orangey red. Even more orange. It's going to read red, even though it's orange. Which one's the best? Maybe a pinky one? Oh yeah, the pink one's better. Okay, let's do the pink one. That's better. Those two are a little dark, but that's okay. Suppose I could put white down first and then the red and it would show better. Which is probably what I should have done. But it's too late now. I'm already going for it. We'll come in with the white and put some highlights in. That, a little bit of red spots, a little bit of brown. Like so. I think I want a little bit of the darker green to shade with here where my leaves overlap. Like that. Something like that. Maybe a little of this darker green on these sides of the leaves. I wasn't gonna shade. No, I said I wasn't gonna put pencil. Didn't say I wouldn't shade. I think. Maybe I did say I wasn't going to shade, but I don't know. Now I'm feeling like I want to shade. Because I got so many that overlap. I feel like it needs that depth. I'll come in with the white. Or maybe a yellow. I don't know yet. I'll try it on the back. I do a lot of trying on the back, if you guys notice. I do try out my colors on the back because when you're coloring on colored cardstock, the colors look different depending on what color paper it is. So you do have to test it. And I just do it on the back. Some people might think that's weird. Okay, so I want to put a little bit of that like that, and then I want to try either the white as a highlight. That might be too much. Or a light yellow. Lighter yellow? Yeah, I like that peachy yellow color. Okay. So I can get a highlight, but it's not quite so bright as a bright white. Time is it? 47. This is a long one. It's because I colored. But I need to finish because I can't have it longer than about 50 minutes. So I gotta hurry. Get all my highlighting in here before I run out of time. Just like that. And she is done. I like her. You like her? I like her. I think she needs a little bit of bright white. Can I get this pen to work? Come on. Sometimes the gel pen just doesn't want to work. Berries. Need some bright highlights. There we go. Now she's a poppin'. I like the light yellow. I didn't really want like a full-on white there, but I do want some white highlights here. Something like that. Oh, even better. Okay, now we're talking. All right, you guys have a great day. I will see you on the next video where we will do another tree because I feel like it. And I will see you then. You guys have a great day. Go out and do something nice for someone today. Make the world a better place. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.